So after I come from around the cash register to go and get in her face to see if she ready to fight or whatever, we move forward and you know what I'm saying, it's like, I'm catching him in different lies, different things are starting to happen, and just little things. So we go fishing this one weekend, and after fishing we were supposed to have movie night, drinks and taco salad. We was gonna chill after we fished or whatever. So we come back from fishing, and as soon as we get close to the house, he hollers, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Just drop me off at the house, and then you just run to the store and grab the stuff, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom, and so I'll be ready to, chill with you and cuddle up with you and everything, all that little sweet stuff." And so I'm like, I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna just drop him off, and Walmart was literally across the road from where we stayed. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Take him home, and then I'll go to Walmart, get the stuff I need, and we're gonna have movie night, whatever. So I do that. So I'm in Walmart. I probably just got out the car and made it in the store, and I touched the buggy. When I touched the buggy, the phone rang. It's him calling saying, "Where you at?" I said, "I just made it in the Walmart." Not knowing. Now, when I was going to see him in Halfway House, he used to ask me that all the time too, but I ain't never think nothing of it. Just, he would always do that. And so that was a thing he threw me off with. So didn't know that when he was asking me where I was at, he was trying to make sure I don't run into whoever's coming, like her or whoever. I only knew about her in the beginning. There was no other women to my knowledge until the end. So he would always do that. And now that I know better, he was doing that to make sure that me and the girl don't come cross each other. Okay? So at this point, he's already lying to me, and you know what I'm saying? He would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my homeboys and stuff like that," or whatever. It would be her picking him up. I figured out her vehicle and everything, different markings on it, this, that, and the third, because he would lie and be like, "It wasn't her. It wasn't her." He would be like, "It's a jug." Ain't no jug, sir. It's her. So, all right, we back at the night we supposed to be having the movie night. So I'm in Walmart. I touch the buggy. He calls me. He says, "Where you at?" I tell him I just walked in Walmart. Finna go get the stuff, and then I'm coming back home. He's like, "Oh, okay. Hurry up, because I miss you." This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Silly me. Just thinking, oh, he just misses my presence when I'm not around him. And so, he want me to hurry up and get back home. So I'm going to do that. So I go in Walmart. I hit the red box. I get what I need to get for the food. And now I'm proceeding to go home. Now, I'm sitting at the stoplight. And in my rearview mirror, I see somebody run across the street behind the car. It's him running from over by the hotel. There's a hotel. Okay, so you come out of our apartment complex, you go to the light. There's a hotel that sits at the corner on the right-hand side. If you go catty corner from the hotel, Walmart sits right there. So while I'm sitting at the light, I see him run across my rearview mirror from over towards the hotel. And now he's running over there to the gas station, which is literally right across the road at this light. My phone starts to ring. Do I know if he see me in the line at this point right now? No, I don't. But he's checking to see where I'm at so he can see, make sure I don't see him. But I see him. So he calls me. He's calling me on the phone or whatever. I answer the phone and I say, "Yeah." He said, "Where you at?" I say, "I'm up here at the stoplight." He say, turn into this store right here." He was like, "I had to run up here and get some bill real quick." Now, to get from the apartment to the stoplight gonna take you a little minute. So I wasn't in Walmart that long. So if he walked up there, he should have still been walking while I was at that stoplight, because I'm telling you, Walmart is literally across the road but it's still a good hike if you take a walk to get there. He ain't got from the house to Walmart, to that hotel, to that stoplight within the time that I was in Walmart. I wasn't in Walmart that long. So I turn on into the gas station, go and get him. Sure enough, he got a case of beer in his hand. He done ran in there because the light is so long at this thing right here, and there wasn't that many people in the store. So he was able to run in there real quick, get that case of beer, and was standing at the front door. But I'm watching him from the car. I'm watching him at the light. So I pull on up, get him, and I said, I'm gonna just see what he gonna tell me. Just see what he gonna tell me. So I pull on up, I grab him, he get in the car. He want to give me a kiss, and I'm like, How you get up here so fast? I ran, babe. I'm so tired right now. Man, I'm so tired right now, babe. I ran all the way up here to the store. Right after you dropped me off, I used the bathroom, and then I ran right up here to the store. I said, oh, okay. So we get to the house. We get the stuff out the car. We go in. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to see what he going to say next. So we get in the house, and I start cooking. Because I'm burning up. I want to say something, but I want to see. Me, I have a thing where I want to see how you do what you do. That's just my thing. I just want to see how you do what you do. That way I can pinpoint it. The next time I see it going down, I already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in here, and I'm starting to cook. He walks in the room on his phone. I don't hear the phone conversation, but he comes out the room, and he's like, babe, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? What's wrong? He was like, man, my homeboy just called and said that he bought some drinks and he want me to come chill with him just for like an hour. Nothing too long or whatever. And I'm going to come right back, and then we can still have movie night, this, that, and the third or whatever. And I'm like, there ain't going to be no movie night if you finna leave and go and chill with your homeboys. So you say. I said, but I got a question. I said, why I seen you run from across that hotel, across from the gas station? You ain't see me run from no gas station back from the hotel. I was at the gas station. I told you I had to get Bill. Baby, I told you I had to get Bill. Here go the bill right here. I said, don't play with me. I said, I seen you run in my rearview mirror from that hotel over to that store. I said, I seen all of that before you even went into the store to buy the beer. And then come stand outside and pick up the phone and call me. I said, I watched you pick up the phone and call me. He was like, man, baby, you tripping. Don't start that. Don't start tripping. He was like, babe, I went to the gas station, got this beer, and that's it. I don't know what you seen coming from the motel over there. I didn't go over there to the motel. I say, so you done got a room for you and her tonight? He was like, babe, no, I told you I'm going to see my homeboys. So I ain't got no proof. You know what I'm saying? I just seen them come from over there. So in my mind, I'm just going to assume that you just went and got a room for y'all two to chill up in this close to the house. So I can't stop him from going where he want to go. He going to go anyway. So I'm like, whatever, man, whatever. So he's like, babe, I'm not even going to be gone that long. Okay. Let's say I played the fool. He went. Guess what time he came home? 2:56 a.m. He did. I sat there. 2:56. And when he got home, he looked at every bit of like he had been sleeping in somebody's bed. I'm talking about his little brush cut, his little fro he had is smushed to his head. His clothes all wrinkled. You look like you've been laying in somebody's bed all night. And then you want to tiptoe in the room because you think I'm asleep. Nobody. I'm sitting here looking right at the clock so that way I can see what time you come in. I could have left. I could have called it off. I didn't at the time. I didn't. Because I just thought that, you know, if you try to understand people and talk to people, understand why they doing the things that they doing, that you can probably change the outcome. I've always thought that. I just got to learn to sit my behind back and move out the way and let people do what people want to do instead of trying to ask all these questions and try to put the pieces together to the puzzle and try to see if I can fix it some kind of way to keep it from going haywire. I've learned when people show you who they is, believe them. I'm learning that. I didn't have that then. I wanted to make any relationship I was in, I wanted to make it work. There was nothing that we could do. I guess I didn't have deal breakers at the time. Major deal breakers, because I have deal breakers now. But with him, he was still young, and when we were in the courting stage, you know what I'm saying, I was telling him, I'm like, listen, I do know you're young, so there's a lot of stuff that you missed out on being locked up or whatever, because he was locked up for a while, so he missed out on his teenage years. So, you know, if you still need to go out here and, you know, body to body with people, bug and thug, do that. I don't want to take that from you, but I don't want to be with you while you doing it. You know what I'm saying? So when you say that type of stuff to people, of course they're gonna be like, "No, baby, I want to be with you. I want to do what we doing. I don't want to go out there, man. I ain't still no other woman. Still no other man." That's how it was put to me. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna believe it, because I'm thinking my husband sitting up in the halfway house. I thought in the work release program. Silly me. I take full accountability for my mistakes. So, all right. So I'm like, you know, he young, and I told this man that if he still wanted to, you know, do all this extra stuff, all he had to do was just tell me, and I'll move out the way and let him do that, because I don't want to deprive him from that. And this man told me he was done. He was good. He had enough of it when he was, you know, free and this, that, and the third. And it wasn't. So that was another thing. So then after that, at this point, now his work is where he's meeting people too. So people coming to his job and stuff. You know, we had our little spots where we rendezvoused and stuff, because he was in the halfway house. He couldn't leave, you know, work. He had to be there. So we had little rendezvous spots and stuff, if you know what I mean. Find out he taking people to them same rendezvous spots that we had or whatever. I messed around and got into the phone. The phone told me a whole lot. So then I started asking him about the phone calls and the text messages and stuff, and it was other women in the phone and stuff. And I'm just like, what? So it's more than just her? Which was crazy. So now I'm on my investigation stuff. Let me go and investigate a little bit. So then it just got to the point where it was really just beginning to be ridiculous. So one night he goes out. He gets sloppy drunk. He comes home. He was with some friends or whatever, but I don't know who was there at the bar with him or whatever, but he was with some friends that brought him home, and he was sloppy drunk or whatever. And so, you know, at that time, things was pretty chill at that time or whatever. So after that happened, when he came home sloppy drunk or whatever, now we get to where I'm just finna call it quits. I'm done at this point. So one night I'm at work and I'm starting to feel sick. I have a upper respiratory infection coming on. I felt it, you know, it was like in the beginning stages, but you know, I was feeling sick. So I went on ahead and I came home or whatever, and I knew what I needed. All I needed to do was take some Benadryl and I was going to be okay. So I came home, and like I said, I worked overnight. So this is the time where he get to do all the dirt that he does, and he get to make it home before I get off work. And it looked like ain't nothing been done. Don't like he been doing anything he had no business doing. But I came home from work early. Now I done put a little damper in the plans, but he still was able to do his little plans because the Benadryl worked on his side that night. It worked in his favor for a little while. So I come home, I take the Benadryl, And he's just like, nah, baby, don't take the Benadryl. Just go to the hospital. I'm like, I don't need to go to the hospital. I just take 2 Benadryls. I take 1 Benadryl because they will knock me out. I said, I'm going to take this Benadryl and I'm going to go to sleep. And when I wake up, I'm going to feel fine because I'm catching it in the beginning stages. I was in there coughing. He was like, oh, baby, you sound so bad. You need to go to the hospital, man. Go to the hospital, babe. I'm like, I don't need to go to the hospital, silly boy. I'm fine. All I got is an upper respiratory infection, the beginning stage, and this Benadryl is going to knock it out. And he was just like, okay, well, just lay down and go to sleep or whatever. And so he like rushing me, and I'm like, chill. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to get me out the house, so because old girl about to come through and pick him up. You know what I'm saying? And so he got to push his time back for her to come get him. Now, this is me figuring it all out in my head of how that night went. So, to me, when I took the Benadryl, I felt like I slept for a very, very long time. So, I left work about 9. When I woke up, it was about 12. Now, when I went to sleep, we was cuddled up in the bed together. He was holding me, and I was sleeping. I woke up at 12. And he wasn't in the bed. So I'm thinking he outside smoking a cigarette over by the pool or something. So I walk over to the pool area to see if he over there smoking or something. Or if I see him outside or something. And he nowhere to be found. So I done walked up the dang on sidewalk. And I'm like, where the heck is this man at? Calling his phone. Going to voicemail. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go on back in the house. And then I'm going to try calling him again. When I go in the house, all of a sudden, I see brake lights shining in my window. I lived upstairs. So that means they was already in the neighborhood. They seen me when I was out there walking around looking for him. Because literally, when I closed the door, I could see the brake lights come on. Maybe she was even parked right there and I missed the van. Because all I could see is the back of it. She parked frontwards. Now, I know her van like the back of my hand. I know the tassels and everything. She done took the tassels out the window and everything. And it's at nighttime. So I know it in the nighttime and in the daytime. Them tassels is what gave it away for her vehicle. She took the tassels out the window. So when I walk outside, I ain't paying attention to this vehicle, this van sitting right across from my apartment. So I close the door and I see these brake lights. And when I see these brake lights, I flip the blind down and I'm looking and I'm like, I know that ain't her van. Because now I can see clear now. I couldn't see when I was out there walking around in the dark, just blind, you know. So I'm just looking for him, not a vehicle, because I'm expecting him to just be outside somewhere in the neighborhood and not in somebody's car. I see these tail lights or whatever, and I open the door back. Before I knew it, he was already at the bottom of the stairs. I'll tell you, I didn't walk down them stairs. I dove down like I was a Powerpuff Girl. Fist ready, and I just dove into him. Straight off the top stairs. Boom. Knocked him over into the bushes. I'm like, you got the audacity to have her in my neighborhood. Having her in the neighborhood was just as good as having her in my house. Some could say I asked for it because I could have left him alone or whatever, but we still ain't gonna play like that. I don't care if I did stay with him or whatever. We ain't gonna play like that. That's what we not gonna do. So she hurry up and she peels out. You know, I'm trying to go for her now because I done knocked him over and now I'm headed to her. She peels out. But she had all that mouth on Facebook. But whenever we come face to face and she by herself, she ain't about none of that. Sister girl peeled out real fast in that van and went on Facebook and started selling out. So he got up. We came on in the house because this is a quiet neighborhood. None of this stuff be going on out there and stuff. So we take it in the house. So I said, so you got her bringing you to the house? He's like, that's not even her. Fool, she just rolled the window down and said words to me. You gonna sit here and tell me that that's not her? I deck him again. Boom. Right in the face. Take his phone. Baby, why I took that man's phone? Let me tell you, this man was on it by his phone. Baby, let me tell you how it went down. So I done decked him and I done snatched that phone. Baby, when I got that phone, that man turned into a god doggone sumo wrestler. He done tackled me down to the floor. He is on my back. I got the phone under my stomach, well, under my breast or whatever. And I'm holding for dear life, but listen, I'm holding for dear life. I won't let the phone go. And he is really adamant about getting this phone because I'm telling you, homeboy bit my ear like Mike Tyson. He ain't bite it off, but he bit my ear. I'm talking about he had teeth marks. He was trying to take it off. And I was just like, I don't care. Take the ear. I don't need it. But I got this phone. And I'm talking about he's shaking it like a pit bull. He trying to tear my ear off. He's like, please just let go of the phone. And I'm like, no. I say, because what's in this phone gonna tell me exactly who that is out there, since you want to tell me that it's not her and I know it's her. I just seen her face and you gonna tell me that's not her. I messed around and was waving the phone around and he got it out my hand, threw it up against the wall and it shattered. I'm like, So now I'm pissed because he done broke this phone and I know this phone got all the proof in it. And he's sitting here telling me that wasn't her. That wasn't her. That wasn't her. I promise you it wasn't her. Now that he done broke the phone, he want to calm down. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, honey, no. He drunk. He goes in there. He lays down because normally the arguments don't last long with us. You know, I just kind of say what I need to say and then I get mad. He do something to make me feel better. And, you know, I just kind of like, you know what? Strike 2, strike 3. Okay, we on strike 3 now because I'm done. I've had enough. I'm sick of her and I'm sick of him. So, like I said, he's drunk. He goes in there and he lays down in the bed. The worst thoughts that I could have thought in my head was going on at the time. You read in between the lines if you want to and figure it out what I'm talking about. But I was thinking some things that I should not have been thinking at that time, which led me to know that I need to go ahead and let him go because it's about to get serious up in here. And I'm telling you, had my best friend / sister hadn't just popped up over to the house, something bad would have happened. Sure would have, because I was at my wit's end with this thing at this point. And so I went on ahead and let him spend the night. But that thing, I was up bright and early the next morning. He thought he was going to work. No, sir. He got up, took him a nice little shower. He ended up singing in the shower and, babe, can you iron my clothes? I used to iron his clothes for him to go to work every day, make him breakfast at the crack of booty every morning. Yeah, he thought he was going to get that again that morning. He was in that shower, singing and just carrying on. And then when he got out the shower, he said, why you ain't take my work clothes out? I said, because you going to be packing today. He said, what? I said, you going to be packing today. You won't be going to work. What you going to do is you going to get all your stuff up out of here and call your ride. Because you got to go. You cannot stay here anymore. I am done. It's a wrap. He's like, babe, come on, let's talk about it. Oh my God, ew, that's how he used to talk. For real. But he was like, babe, come on, let's talk about it. Don't do this, ... And I'm like, nope. So I started grabbing his clothes out of the closet, putting it in a trash bag, loading his stuff up for him. I'm like, bro, I am so serious right now. You got to go. Call somebody to come get you because you got to go. He got his stuff and got on up out of there. But he wasn't moving fast enough for me. It's something about moving slow. Don't move slow. Just get your stuff and go. Quickly. Because the longer you there, the longer I get mad. So just get your stuff and go. Swiftly. Quickly. Please, just go. Shoot. So he's sitting there like, I don't have nobody to come pick me up. Hey, you better call her. Tell her to come pick you up. He's like, I'm not calling her. Yeah, call her. You call her any other day. Call her and tell her to come pick you up now. I ain't gonna bother with her. Just tell her come pick you up now. Come get you. Because you got to go. She got a van. She can take all your bags in one walk. I don't want you to call nobody with no car. I want you to call her with the van. Have her come get you and take all your stuff in one walk. Wherever she want to take you. You can go back to her house if you want to. But you got to go. Go. I promise you ain't going to mess with her if she come. Tell her to come help you get your stuff. So, he had his mama and daddy come get him. And I ain't have 2 words to say to them either. Sure didn't. They ain't did nothing to me. They was nice. They was cool. But come get your son. I've had enough. I'm done. So, after that, after I kicked him out and everything, he tried coming back or whatever. You know, he tried gaslighting me and love bombing me. And sometimes it almost worked because my feelings for him was really, really strong. But I had to fight it because then it was still a game. And then it became a get back game because after I got done with him, he went back to her for whatever supply that she was supplying for him. And so now I done turned it to her. So being that we're not together no more, he still would hit me up and be like, come on, let's go out to eat. Let's go bowling and stuff like that. And taking pictures. So I started doing what she was doing, taking pictures and posting it on Facebook. Yeah, boo. So yeah, you was hollering about he really want to be over there with you, but he over here with me eating out this, that, and the third. So we playing tit for tat. She getting mad because she upset that he's still dealing with me after she thought she broke us up. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, it was crazy. We went back and forth. And so I like low-key dealt with him a little bit after the relationship was over or whatever, but it never got back to a strong relationship where he was my man and he was coming home to me and all that stuff. No, it just really, it fell off. You know what I'm saying? He called me back in 2019. That was the last time he called me. And the funny thing about that situation is that after all those years, I had talked to him because it was cool being on a friend level. You know what I'm saying? It was cool just because I knew my feelings for him were not there no more. And it was just solely friendship. But he was still feeling and digging me on a relationship type or whatever. And he was sitting here telling me, man, I said, well, whatever happened to the girl? And he was like, man, that crazy girl. Same thing he would probably say about me. Man, that crazy girl, she still be calling me, but I ain't seen her in forever. I moved and so she don't know where I stay at. So one day we sitting on the phone talking. And who pops up at his house? Her. So we sitting on the phone talking and he was like, man, this crazy behind girl done showed up at my house. How she found out where I live at, this, that, and the third. And I said, click. And I hung up and I blocked him. And I have not talked to him ever since 2019. But that relationship was back in 2015. Well, because we dated for a year. We dated for 2 years. Yeah, because he was 24 when I met him. 25 when he was turning 25 when we broke up with each other or whatever. So, well, no, he was turning 26 when we broke up with each other. So, yeah, I hadn't, you know what I'm saying, it was a while since me and him hadn't been together or whatever. It was like 3 years back in 2019, yeah. So that was the very last time I talked to him. And every time I have talked to him, he wanted me back. I just won't go. So that was another crazy toxic relationship that I was in. And I still ain't tell y'all half of everything that went on in that, but just to not make the video super duper long and long-winded or whatever, I just told y'all the most important parts of the story, but it was more stuff that happened. But those things were like super duper minor and it really wasn't that big of a deal. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I take accountability for even putting myself in a situation with somebody in the halfway house / prison, whatever, jail. I take full accountability for that. I will not own the games that were played with me, but I will take the accountability for seeing him do things to me and still sticking around for him to do more things to me. But I was really set on, you know, trying to find love will put you in some awkward, crazy positions. And me, once again, seeing the potential in people and thinking that things would change if I love harder or if I do this different. It don't. It don't. Don't waste your time. When you see these red flags from the get-go, go ahead and walk away and do something. Either set your boundaries or walk away from it if it's something that you don't want to deal with. That's the best advice I can give you, because that's what I got to do. It ain't about the potential no more. It's about what you're showing me. And if your words ain't lining up with your actions, bro, I'm going to have to go ahead and slide on out the way. I'm going to let you do you. That's what I'm going to do. Do it till you're satisfied. That's one of them things my sister be saying. It's the inside joke. She'll know what I'm talking about. Do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. So yes, do it till you're satisfied, honey. That's going to be my anthem when I start back dating. I don't see dating right now, but when I do start back dating, yep. If I'm seeing red flags, I'm going to be like, go on, do it. Go on, do it. Do it till you're satisfied, sir. Whatever it is, just won't be me. So, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. Y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you guys for all the love and support. Mwah. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you.